Here's his finishing ability outside of the box. Bends it in the bottom corner. Very, very much like a Messi goal, that. That's Messi's trademark goal, to be fair. What a finish that was. Lamine Yamal is an incredibly, incredibly talented young footballer. There's been a lot of talk recently about him being the second coming of Lionel Messi. And some people actually believe that he is better than Lionel Messi at the age of 17. Now, I try and look at things completely objectively. However, I am a huge Messi fanboy because I just think he's the greatest sportsman ever. I don't even think he's the greatest footballer ever. I think he's the greatest sportsman of all time as well in terms of pure, just natural talent. I don't think anyone comes close to him. So to say that Yamal is better than Messi at the age of 17 is a bit of a bold statement. But can it be backed up? We're going to take a look at some of Yamal's highlights currently. There's not many of them because obviously he's only been playing at this level for a couple of years. He's 17 years old at the moment. And he is currently flying. He's won the Euros. I think he might have even scored the winning goal in the final of the Euros. No, he didn't. It was against England, wasn't it? Did he score the winner against England? Let me have a look. Let me just fact check myself, people. England versus Spain Euro final. It was only in the summer. I watched it in Portugal. No, so he didn't score the winner against England. It was Ayazabal who scored the winner, 86th minute. Yeah, I watched that in Portugal in the sun. It was beautiful. But he's won the Euros regardless at the age of 17. He did play actually a crucial part in their campaign as well, in Spain's campaign. So it wasn't as if he was just a passenger and, he was part of the team. He scored some crucial goals as well. No one's going to sit here and say that he's not a great player. But to be put on Messi's level is, like I said, a bold statement. So we're going to take a look at some of his gameplay. I'm going to try and see this as objectively as I possibly can. I'm going to look at his highlights in this video. I'm going to see the way he dribbles. I'm going to see some of the goals he scores. I'm going to see, mostly what I'm looking for is the beauty in which he plays, but also the reaction that other players have to him. So this is what a lot of people don't look at in football. I like to see the technical side of it. And there's certain players like Ronaldinho, like Messi, like who did Thierry Henry, who've done a video about last week. And there's certain players that when they've got the ball, look at other players on the other team, how they react. Because if they've got fear in their eyes and in their face, if they're falling everywhere and they just don't know what to do, that's the mark of a great player usually. And we're going to see if Yamal has that effect on other players now. Because I've only seen short amount of him in real-time gameplay. So let's check out what he does with the ball, what he does without the ball, what he does to other players, and his goal-scoring abilities as well. He is a winger, the same as Messi, so it is someone that we can compare like for like because he plays in the same position as Messi. So it's going to be an interesting watch. Let's see what he's got to offer. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Finish from outside of the box. Bent it right in the top corner. That is similar to what Messi can do, to be fair. Finish from a tight angle. Was that against Real Madrid as well? Finish from a tight angle against Real Madrid. What a finish that was. And confidently struts off in the derby there. Little bit of skill there. Don't think that reached the intended player though. This is for Spain. Bit of link-up play for Spain there. Oh, here he is with two players around him. Oh, somehow gets away. Does well. Another player around him. Nutmeg. He's good on the ball. He's got a good turn on the ball, hasn't he? Oh, he's just done them two players completely. He doesn't move like Messi. I'm just going to pause it there. He doesn't move like Messi at all. Even though he's in the same position as him. And obviously he's a similar... He plays for Barcelona and he's young and... He's obviously going to be compared to Messi. He doesn't move like Messi. He looks like a great dribbler from what I've seen just from that 1 minute that I've just watched from him. He looks like he's got a great control over the ball, but he doesn't run like Messi. His centre of gravity is different. The way he moves is different on the pitch. We'll look at some of Messi's gameplay as well, of course, but this is a weird comparison, but have you ever seen a machine gun on a turret that just can turn any direction, like brr, 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 brr. It can turn that way, bum, 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 or like the top of a tank, you know, where it goes like do, 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 and it can turn all ways. That's what Messi's like for me. He's like do, 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 do. He can go any way. I don't know if Yamal's got that in his locker, but he certainly seems good. This looks like he's going to do a little Maradona turning. Are you ready? Boom. Yep. He's definitely got skills. But we'll see. Once again, I'm looking for his movement. He's definitely he definitely sends players to shop, like, doesn't he? Here's his finishing ability outside of the box. Bends it in the bottom corner. Very, very much like a Messi goal. That's Messi's trademark goal, to be fair. What a finish that was. Cut inside and another finish in the bottom corner, just like Messi used to do. And Messi still does, but not as often these days. Here he is picking the ball up, and lovely nutmeg there. Great control of the ball. Using different parts of his feet to move the ball around as well. So he doesn't just use... That's the mark for me of a fantastic player, is someone who can control and manipulate the ball with different parts of the foot. He can roll it with his studs. He can use the outside of the foot to put it through your legs. He can backheel it through your legs. Ronaldinho used to be great at that. Messi, of course, as well. Here he is again, dribbling. Great control of the ball. Incredible the way he just sent those players to shop. Incredible controller of the ball. Very good at feinting as well. Great assist there as well. Shame it didn't get finished off. Here he is in the centre of the pitch. And he's got good vision as well. Very good vision. Yeah, I mean, looking just from them highlights alone, he again, this isn't a question of whether he's a great player. For me, he's very technically brilliant at this moment in his career. I've said this in nearly every video that I have done. For me, greatness comes with a lot to it. To be a great footballer, you have to put your time in. For me, like, you can be great technically, that's just one aspect, but to be a great player, there's so much more to the pie than just being good at dribbling or being good at finishing. You have to win all the trophies, you have to have consistency, you have to be great all the time. You have to be great in different aspects of the game, not just dribbling. You have to be great at finishing, great at heading, great at tackling, great at sprinting, great at everything, great at influencing a team, great at being a captain. There's so many things that can make a great player. I don't think we've seen enough of Yamal yet to call him a great player. He's definitely great technically, but overall, he just seems like a technically good player. To be honest, watching these highlights, he seems like he moves more like Neymar. He seems tricky, and he seems long, and he seems like he moves more like Neymar. He doesn't. The comparison to Messi doesn't seem to be really close. Not in terms of how good he was, but they're completely different players, even though they play in the same position. Let's watch a little bit more. Maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Here he is again for Spain. This is a goal, I think. Oh, what a goal that was. I think that was the winning goal in the semi-final, if I'm not mistaken. Unbelievable finish. What I'm looking for here, this I'll get to the meat of the argument. What I'm looking for, I remember watching Messi when he was 17, which was 2005-6. He won the Champions League when he was 18 against Arsenal in the final, and he was incredible. Ronaldinho was still in that team. He was incredible that season. And what I'm looking for when I used to watch Messi back in the day is something that no one else can do. That's what we're looking for. If we're going to say Yamal is better than Messi at that age, then we need to see Yamal doing stuff that other players can't do. And so far in this video, and again, I'm not saying he's not a really good player, and I'm not saying I'm not saying that he can't become a Messi. Well, he's never going to be Messi, but he can't become a great player in his whole career. I'm not saying that. It's that from what I've seen of him, and let me know if you've seen the same, I haven't seen anything that's like, that can't be done by another player that is good. Like, there's loads of good players that can do what he's doing in this video that I'm watching now. Maybe if you watch him day in, day out, he's got a lot more to him than this. I'm sure he has. But I'm yet to see it. Let's see what he does here. Cuts inside. Yeah, just a good pass, but that wasn't like... Again, he's very good. He's very good at turning plays inside out. Lovely bit of skill there. And again, that's very much like Neymar. He's moving like Neymar at the minute. Yeah, he's good. Great spatial awareness. And he's very good at making time for himself on the ball. Never loses touch of where the ball is. Great control. And again, I'm giving him all these praises. Look at him here. Again. Yeah, he looks like a fantastic, great ball there as well, by the way, to Lewandowski. On fire once again. Top of the league. Barca absolutely smashed Real Madrid the other week when Yamal actually scored as well. As you can probably tell, I'm a bit underwhelmed. Maybe it's because this video doesn't highlight him as well as what it should. Maybe it's because I've only watched 4 minutes of him. That was a great ball from the outside of the foot there, by the way. He's absolutely a remarkable talent. He's absolutely, and I've said this throughout the whole video, he's absolutely a remarkable talent. This is Messi at 17 and 18, so here he is on the ball. See you later. Look at the speed in which he moves at as well. Look at him here. No one getting anywhere near him. And again, I'm trying to watch this objectively. Oh, lovely little touch over his head there. Picks the ball back up. Look how calm he is, and just the way he moves the ball. Is this against Chelsea? Look at his movement. This is what I'm going to say about Messi. Is just, for me, Messi was the greatest player of all time. Here's what I was saying before, right? This is an interesting thing to talk about. So, I was saying before, a great player has to be great in many aspects to be able to be great. When we were watching Messi in this season, 2005, 2006, when we were first watching him, we were saying he could be the greatest player of all time, the way he plays already. I remember when I was 16, 17, 18, people were calling, amongst our friend group and amongst the people who love football, we were saying Messi's the greatest player ever, and he was only 17, 18 himself then. We're a similar age, me and Messi, and it makes me feel a little bit incompetent and a little bit inadequate thinking about it. But I remember the narrative back then was this guy's already the greatest, and you can look at his movements here, just the way he moves onto that ball, and here he is in the middle of the park. Look at that, his awareness, his movements. He's so dynamic. Etu with an incredible finish there, by the way. He was always that good, Messi. He was always that good. He was never the unfinished product. He was always the finished product. Again, I'm trying to see this objectively, but his brilliance on the pitch he was so much better than everyone else on that pitch. Look at him here. Look, just cannot get the ball off him, and his whole career he was like this. That element of control he had over the ball. He never lost the ball. He would never lose the ball. And his movements on the pitch, you can see, look at the way he skips round players. And don't get me wrong, again, Yamal can skip round players well. But when I'm looking at ability wise, this is another level compared to Yamal. It's just another level. Look at his movements here. It's silly. And his speed as well. I think he's faster. Maybe his legs just move quick and he looked faster, but so calm on the ball, turns 3 players inside out, continues to run. The way he moves across that pitch, it's just like icing. It's like he's on an ice rink. It's incredible. And look at his turn of pace when I was saying about that turret before, the way he can just turn. And his control, beautiful. And you can see, again, when he's got the ball, look at the panic in these players. Look, they're just panicking. These players around them think this is against Argentina. Look at that. The players look terrified. If I didn't tell you what the year was that Messi was playing here, you couldn't really guess, because it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell when it was, because he was that good all along. Like I said, he was that good from day one. This is him in that lovely yellow kit. Remember that Ronaldinho advert where he bounced the ball off the bar? Look at his finishing. I mean, he had everything. And he was just... The speed at which he moves, and I've done so many Messi videos on this channel, because I'm in awe of him every single day as a footballer. But look at that, the way he avoids challenges. Look, he just never loses the ball, finds the perfect pass at the perfect time. Just from those, I've just watched 4 minutes of Yamal highlights and 4 minutes of Messi highlights. And you can be the judge of this yourself. I mean, look how easily it is to see how good he is. And this isn't a case of like Messi had more to look at, because this is Messi in 2005, 2006. So I've deliberately looked at Yamal, his first 2 years in top flight football, and I'm looking at Messi's first couple of years in top flight football. So we're looking at the same span of time here. And pound for pound, just looking at this video, pound for pound, compared to the last video we watched, there's just so much more to look at there, because Messi controlled games. He would control a game. He would when he's on the ball, you can't take your eyes off him, and that's why there's so much footage of him, and that's why the control he had over games and over players and over teams, and the control he had in that Barcelona team, he was just unstoppable. And I mean, just look at his movements. Look at this. He's getting nowhere near him, that defender. I mean, look at his movements, his control, taking that with his back to goal, turned inside out, find a pass. Look at this, 3 players around him. See you later. That there, Yamal might be showing certain aspects at this age, but he's nowhere near Messi. Let's be honest. He moves more like Neymar. He seems like he's got a lot of developing left to do. I'm not going to sit here and say he's not going to become the greatest player of his generation, because that is definitely possible with the start that he's had. He could become the greatest player of his generation. I think it's too soon to tell with him. It wasn't too soon to tell with Messi. Like I said, when we were watching Messi develop in these early years, it was clear. Like, it was clear that he would become, if not the best, one of the best players of all time. It was clear. With Yamal, it's not clear. It's not clear. He's good. Some people might even think he's great technically. To say he's going to become one of the best of all time, it's not clear. Like, for me, he might do. I doubt it, but he might do. But with Messi, it was so clear from day one. Let me know what you think. Obviously, I'm trying to be as objective as possible here. I understand. I do understand football. I've been watching it all my life, and I understand the technical side of players. I'm a very technical-based sports fan, and there's just no comparison. There's no comparison. They play differently. The effect that they have on the game is different. He's more like Neymar, and even Neymar's going to take a lot of beating. Let's be honest. Even though Neymar's not my favourite player of all time, even though I still consider Neymar good, but not like one of the greatest of all time. I do think he was a great player, Neymar, but not in the Messi, Ronaldo, Maradona, Pele's. He's not in that. He could have been in that company for me, but yeah, he wasn't. But I think Yamal's more like Neymar in terms of his gameplay. But I could be wrong. In 5 years' time, I would love nothing more in 5 years' time for someone to react to me talking about Yamal in this video. And if you're the person in 5 years' time watching this video, and Yamal is a Champions League winner, a multiple Champions League winner, a Ballon d'Or winner, because that's what he's going to have to do to be as good as Messi, by the way. You know, in his next 5 years, by the time he's 22, he's going to have to have won a Ballon d'Or. He's going to have to have won a Champions League. He's going to have to have won La Liga multiple times. And he's going to have to blow us away every single week, consistently, non-stop, and score fucking hundreds of goals. So if he does that in 5 years' time, if you're watching this video, please react to this video and make me look stupid. I would love nothing more than that. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Obviously, I'm just one man and his opinion. I haven't drawn anything of Yamal yet. Again, he hasn't really done nothing for me that is outstanding for me to take a look at and go, I want to draw that. I've done loads of drawings of Lionel Messi, and of course you can download all of my artwork for free as a phone wallpaper at cali'online.uk. I'll put all the details in the description below. If you've got any other players that you want me to take a look at and analyse technically, if you've got any players that you think are better than Messi at that age, or are better than Ronaldo or Neymar, let me know in the comments below and I will take a look at it. And if it's iconic enough, then I will do a reaction and I will take a look, and we can possibly do some artwork to go alongside it as well. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did, and I'll be back next week with another video. Nice one for watching, and I'll see you all later.